hello from New Delhi, and it's another first for the Legends Tour as our international odyssey touches down in India. Welcome to Jaypee Greens for the HSBC India Legends Championship, hosted by Jeev Milkha Singh. India is a golfing nation very much on the up. It boasts a strong junior programme and its own professional golf tour. It also has its fair share of global international golfing superstars, and perhaps the brightest among them is our host this week, Jeev Milkha Singh.
It is incredible to have the first Legends Tour event in India. I'm so proud to be hosting it. I can welcome all the players to enjoy the hospitality of India. Thank you guys for coming.
He's a great representative for India and a fantastic golfer. I call him the Indian wizard. He plays some fantastic shots and he's very creative, imaginative player who shapes the ball very nicely, and he can hit the ball low and high, and he's fantastic to play with.
I love India. It's a good place, good people, very hospitable place, so nice to be here again.
It's a really comfortable, laid-back scenario. It's just a nice atmosphere being in India, and I think it's an adventure and a place that you can go to that is so different to everywhere else in the world that it's quite exciting and very different to travel in.
It is my first time in India, so very excited and I've been enjoying it thoroughly. It's been fantastic. I've had my first authentic Indian curry, which has been great, and really enjoying it, and the golf course is superb.
Yeah, it's tough. There's some real challenging holes and some chances. If the heat stays like it is, then the ball goes quite a long way. So you'll get chances on the fives, but it will take it back as well around the greens. It's tricky.
In our last tournament, Keith Orn claimed a maiden Legends Tour victory with a 3-shot win at the Zambia Legends Golf Championship. He was pushed all the way by Adilson de Silva, but the big South African closed it out magnificently with rounds of 63 and 64 over the weekend.
It was fantastic. It was lovely to be at home with family and friends and celebrate, have a bit of time off. Just go straight on to another event afterwards and not go home would have been a little disappointing, so it was a real bonus to get home for a week.
The victory moved Horn into 9th position in the MCB Road to Mauritius rankings. Australian Richard Green remains in top spot, and players from 7 different countries make up the top 10. Jyoti Randhawa was the first Indian golfer to win the Asian Tour's Order of Merit, and earlier this year he topped the final stage of Legends Tour qualifying school to secure his playing rights for this season. He's won previously right here at Jaypee Greens, so I caught up with him to find out more about the course.
Well, to play here, I think you need to putt well. The greens are a little grainy, and over the years this golf course has become narrow because the trees have grown. Yeah. They used to be, shorter. You could get under him, you could have shot, but now it's going to be tough. The rough's a little patchy here, but it's an easy golf course if you keep hitting the fairways.
Yeah, how much of a premium is there on hitting the fairways here?
I think that's number one. So seeing how narrow the fairways are, if you hit the fairways, you can come closer to the flag, which won't be a very long iron. And then of course, because the grain on the green is going to be a little tough, but I think a couple of rounds and you get to know. Most of the players who are playing well here have already played in Asia, so they know. I definitely think hitting the fairway will be a key here.
Great stuff, Jyoti. Thank you for your insights and good luck this week.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Coming up later in the show, we spend some time with Indian golfing legend and tournament host Jeev Milkha Singh. But first of all, let's see the best of the early rounds action with your commentary team, John E. Morgan, and first of all, Michael McMullen.
Thanks, Kit. And we begin with Clark Dennis, already a winner on the Legends Tour in 2024. The American's tee shot here at 14 set him up to complete a hat-trick of birdies on his way to playing the back nine in 31. Dennis round in 67 on the opening day, trailing the lead by just 2 shots. Adilson de Silva has also got a win tucked away already this season, and he too made a promising start with 68. This birdie chance would be converted at the 9th the next day, but it was one of only 2 he made in a 73, which left the Brazilian half a dozen off the lead. The home challenge was strong, and nobody from the world's most populated country did better on day 1 than Jyoti Randhawa with a 68. Second time around was much more erratic, finishing with a tap-in par on 18. He finished the day where he'd started it on 4 under. Randhawa's opening 68 was emulated by compatriot Jeev Milkha Singh. Starting from the 10th in round 2, a couple of birdies were followed by giving one back on 18, but Singh returned to 6 under straight away. There would be further birdies on 5 and 6, and when Singh demonstrated the merits of putting with the flag in, to finish with a par on 9, he had got round in 68 for the 2nd day in a row. Singh's play was the only thing which prevented Joakim Haeggman from taking a massive lead into the final round. 2 clear after an opening 65, the Swede's birdie on 14 helped him to a solid follow-up 70, keeping him just in front.
Well, it's going to be fantastic. Obviously, I'm really happy that I'm involved in the last group. It's been a few weeks and months since I was in that last group, having played quite a bit in there in the past. And here in India, you couldn't get any better for the tournament. We have the 2 hosts playing in the last group, and I'm going to have to take on the battle, haven't I? It's going to be very few Swedes out there rooting for me tomorrow.
So it's Haeggman by 1 from Singh, with everyone else at least 5 behind the leader with 18 to go. Clark Dennis, in 2nd place after the first round, fell away with a 75.
Welcome to round 3.
And welcome to what could be the day when Joakim Haeggman claims his 2nd Legends Tour win.
You could not have dreamt of a better final 3-ball. Former Ryder Cup player Joakim Haeggman, tournament host Jeev Milkha Singh, and of course popular Indian player Jyoti Randhawa as well. I can tell you it is swelteringly hot here in India, and it's going to get even hotter with this trio battling for the trophy today.
Yes, and this final group is where all the attention is going to be, unless somebody can make a serious run from well back. Starting from 1 under, Haeggman's compatriot Michael Lundberg almost made a huge move at the short 7th. He did knock in the short putt for birdie, but having been only level par for the day up to then, he was still some way from contention. There was more momentum surrounding the efforts of German Thomas Gurgler. He picked up 2 shots in the first 4, then parred all the way until the 9th, where this lengthy birdie putt completed a front 9 of 33. Andrew Marshall made an even faster start with birdies at 2, 4 and 5, but something like a hole out for eagle was needed to really get him moving up the leaderboard, and he did threaten just that on the 9th. Frustratingly though, he missed the putt coming back. When Haeggman started with a bogey, Singh's opening par meant he was already into a share of the lead, but having then set up this chance for birdie at the long 2nd, he would miss the putt which followed, so the Swede's own birdie putt was a chance to immediately go clear once again. Haeggman took the opportunity, although a 360-degree journey around the cup meant the moment was a cause for relief as much as anything else. Another birdie followed a couple of holes later, and the overnight leader's early rhythm continued with a confident approach to the 5th. 3 birdies in 4 holes for Haeggman, whose cause was helped further by Singh playing the first half-dozen holes in 2 over. All pars through the first 6 for Randhawa, and although that's enough to get him within 2 of Singh, they're both still a long way behind Haeggman, as we welcome Johnny Morgan.
Oh, top man, Michael. Yeah, here we go. Randhawa here at the 7th, 176 yards. Just floating in a little 7. Trying to work it in there from right to left. Been on the right. Oh, my goodness. What a goal shot that was. Nearly went in on the fly.
And we saw Michael Lundberg play the same hole a few moments ago. He was even closer to a hole-in-one. Made his birdie and looking to set up another chance on 8.
Yeah, the bearded warrior. Here he is. Slinging it in there. Good player. Letting it release up the green, keeping it below the hole. He's going to fancy that one.
Disappointing start for Singh. A couple of bogeys already. Still looking for his first birdie.
hands, all feel, all eyes. Look at it. The body lingo going. Loads of dancing in that face. And what a shot to boot. Look at that.
As we go to Carl Sunnison. Bogey the opening hole, but he's responded well. 3 birdies since then.
Oh, that's the hat you need in this weather, I can tell you that. Everyone's sweating like you wouldn't believe. And look at that. What a outcome. Beautiful shot. Well controlled. Not easy to control on these greens. Joakim Haeggman now from the front of this green. This ain't easy. Kikuyu grass coming out of that fringe. Watch it bubble. Yeah, a little hop skip. Got on the deck nicely. And great touch. He's got the mark of these greens, hasn't he?
So what is it about this sort of grass, John, that makes it that extra challenge?
Well, Kikuyu is like my old hairdo, really. It used to be all wiry and lovely and everything like that, and all complicated for the players. And twists and turns, you know, what looks like a simple right to left is pretty straight because the grain's going the other way. And you just got to check inside the hole where it's all a little bit ruffled. Gives the game away.
So tap in par for Haeggman. Lundberg for back-to-back birdies.
Beautiful stroke. Michael, he's been counting down the days to be on this Legends Tour. He really has.
Randhawa has had all par so far. Will his first move be in the positive direction?
Oh, it was a lovely shot in. Just rolled out, released a bit more, and that one just come up a little bit shy. Didn't look like it was on line. It was missing right a little bit. Look at the sweat pouring off him. That was a light blue, wasn't it?
Another man in light blue, Carl Sunnison, who has been a winner on the DP World Tour in a dual badge event in France back in 2007. And with that, having bogeyed the first, he's out in 33.
Yeah, get under that brolly. Keep yourself in the shade. Keep cool. Jeev Milkha Singh now for birdie after that stunning shot. Keeping the flag in. Shouldn't be a problem. Lock it and rock it. He knows every nook and cranny of this place. Yes. Get in there.
And even at this stage, that really did feel like a must-make for Singh. And even with that, he still has 4 shots to make up on Haeggman, who's looked very strong ever since that setback at the opening hole. Andrew Marshall has birdied the 10th and is now all the way up into a share of 3rd with Randhawa. Jeev Milkha Singh then, the only player within 7 of the lead. Welcome back to Jaypee Greens in New Delhi, the location for the first ever Legends Tour event in India, where Joakim Haeggman is in firm final round control. India's own Jeev Milkha Singh is in 2nd place, 4 behind after his first birdie of the day on 7. Looking for another at the next hole, he did set up a reasonable chance, but 2-putted for par. Singh then had another setback when he dropped a shot at the 9th, completing a very dispiriting outward journey of 38. So this solid approach, followed by a safe 2-putt for par, which got Haeggman out in 34, meant the gap was back to 5. Jyoti Randhawa's all-par start finally ended with a dropped shot on 8. Off an excellent drive, he did raise the prospect of immediately getting that shot back, but he too would need a couple of putts. Andrew Marshall started the day in a share of 10th, but after making eagle at 12, he's now alongside Singh. Now Kit's been getting some local knowledge from one of the Indian stars.
10th hole here at Jaypee Greens, 354 yards, so a shortish par 4. How do you play this one, Jyoti?
Again, it's a little strategic hole. There's water on the right all the way near the green. You can go for the green, but you'll definitely be 15-20 yards short, and then if the pin is in the front, you have a really tough up and down. So I wouldn't go with the driver if the pin is in front. I'd maybe hit a driver if it's mid or back. But if it's in the front, then maybe take a 2-iron or 3-wood, and then have a fuller lob wedge into the pin.
And you get a good look at this green as well. You could just see the difference in colours there. That gives you a good indication of where the nap of the green is. We see Lundberg here, 2nd shot, pins back left. There's a green to work with, not at the front of the green. Like Randhawa said, it would be early doors in the tournament.
Quite a few new events on the Legends Tour this year, including this one, and also the Costa Navarino Legends Tour trophy back in June, won by this man, Clark Dennis.
Oh, what a shot. Yeah, Michael would be happy with that one. God, nearly went straight in the fly. About 6 inches out, that was.
Half a dozen wins for him now on the Legends Tour.
Oh, here's your short game, Carl. Come on. Not easy out of Kikuyu. So twisty, turny, can turn the club over, make you look silly, but this one tracking, what a shot. A little bit more effort and that was disappearing on him.
Haeggman's been in the final day running so many times since his one and only Legends Tour win in late 2022. Great chance to end the wait as he heads into the back nine.
Yeah, and out with a long iron here. Natural draw of the ball. This one's a fairway finder all day long. Yeah, simple Simon, there we go. Down the middle. Yeah, just carry there, 213 yards, a little bit of run out as well, so he'll take that. Just leaves him a wedge in. Now Randhawa.
He's won many tournaments in his home country. The first of his 8 Asian Tour wins came here in India. A long way back, heading into the homeward journey here.
Yeah, got the power iron out there. You got the load weight on the bottom. They absolutely hit these like you wouldn't believe. Look at that. Great carry there, nice bit of release up the fairway as well. That's sitting into probably an 80-yard shot for his second.
Moving ahead to the green, it's Lundberg.
Slow putt up the hill, get going. No, not to be. Put the brakes on.
So the tap in par keeps him at 3 under. Jump ahead a few holes to Carl Sunnison, just tapping in for his par at the 13th, so he stays 2 under. Let's get back to the leading group and the tournament host, Jeev Milkha Singh, last to tee off on 10.
Oh, brave move. We've seen it from Randhawa in his talk over with Kit earlier. Out with driver here. Coming in low, trying to get some extra run, cut it as well, round the corner a little bit. Oh, he's done exactly what it says on the tin. Look at this. Scuttling on up there. And just shy of the 280-yard mark. Good hit, Jeev.
Joakim, halfway in this final round. You're playing some brilliant stuff out there. Tell us how you feel it's going.
Well, it's just hot, but I mean, I'm trying to hit fairways and greens and trying to stay out of trouble. That's really my plan, and so far it's working, you know, trying to make a putt in between.
Great stuff. Playing alongside, of course, Jyoti and Jeev, some great Indian fans out here. How much are you enjoying the atmosphere?
Well, I'm trying to keep it to myself. Obviously, this is a tough task for me, you know, all the support they got. But, you know, as I said earlier, trying to do my stuff and see if we can take me through.
Great stuff so far. Good luck the rest of the way, and thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Such tough conditions, but being from Texas, Clark Dennis will be more than used to playing in this sort of heat.
Oh, what a putt as well. Little bleeder off the left-hand side, judged that well.
Back to the final group, and we heard Joakim Haeggman there, John, talking about how the other guys are getting all the support out there, but it looks as though he's been swept along by it himself.
Yeah, and I think he's using that to his advantage. He's just turning the clock round, you know, putting all the focus on himself, not worrying about his playing partners, as we see Randhawa doing the body language here, liking this shot. Just going to head just a little bit off the green. That'd be an awkward putt from there. But yeah, it's not easy when the fan base is absolutely huge for your playing opponents here. So, you know, you've got to keep in your own bubble. But he's got a nice lead. He's going to go about his business. That's a nice brisk swing there. Natural draw of the ball. He's obviously heading a bit left. He's leaning the other way, and Paul goes long, and that's a result of it being an awkward one now coming his way. Will he putt it? Will he chip it? We'll have to wait and see.
Jeev Milkha Singh was a 4-time winner on the regular tour. Some very big wins. Volvo Masters, perhaps the biggest. There's a 3-way tie for second behind him. Sergio Garcia, Luke Donald, Padraig Harrington. Not a bad trio to get the better of.
Yeah, definitely. That was a beautiful shot. Fortune favours the brave. That was a brave tee shot and a lovely second. Now, Greg Hutchin, here he is. The Scotsman. Travelled a lot with this man. Laugh a minute. Tracking. Just under-borrowed it. Needed a bit more break on that. Played for it a little bit more.
Not one of the biggest names out here by any means, but he's building a very nice Legends Tour career. Very good showing in the Paul Lawrie match play recently. So we go back to someone who is very much one of the biggest names in the field here and leading it at the moment.
Well, did you see that there, Mike? He went with putter, it jumped straight off the face. I knew it would do that. Kikuyu grass is absolutely evil. Give it a go, everybody. You will not believe it.
Simon Griffiths looking to build on a fine finish in Zambia last time out, where he made the top 10. Not his best effort though. Should be okay.
Oh, just look at the heat. Look how brown these greens are now. It's just baking down on the players. I mean, well over in the high 30s. Not easy. Randhawa here from just off the green. Look how much he's playing for break off the right. This is 2.5 foot outside the right. Sweeping down, bit fast. Hold your horses. Ooh, that's a knee knocker coming back.
With the heat, particularly if you're not used to it, John, does it become as much a mental challenge or maybe even more so?
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at Joakim Haeggman there as we see the fans here grabbing out all little selfie shots here. You want to see Jeev Milkha Singh do the business, obviously being the host. Now, after that brilliantly played hole so far, tee to green, has he got the putt? Oh no, Kikuyu, look at that, that went sideways. Now, Joakim Haeggman will be up next as he taps in for his par. Now, you've seen him earlier, he had the towel in his hand. That was to keep all the, you know, the moisture out of it, all the sweat and everything like that. It gets so like sliding, Mike, it really does. If we see this par putt, blasted it a little bit past. This is slow, he's got to give it that little bit extra. Oh, good positive stroke from Joakim there.
So Haeggman hasn't budged from 11 under par for some time now, but even if he stays there to the finish, that will probably be good enough. Marshall's par on 13 keeps him alongside Singh, still 5 back, as we head for the closing stretch of this final round at Jaypee Greens.
Welcome back to highlights of the HSBC India Legends Championship, hosted by Jeev Milkha Singh. And earlier in the week, I caught up with our tournament host. Jeev, first ever Legends Tour event here in India, your home country. You are the host. How honoured are you by that?
I'm really humbled by this honour, by hosting the first HSBC Legends Tour event. India as a country economically is booming right now. It's the effort of Legends Tour, all the people involved in India for making this event happen so that, you know, we can showcase that India's front foot and also India doing well. I've seen the game go up so many notches, and there's so many good Indian players playing now all over the world, and it's great to see that.
You've won in so many different countries around the world, your 20+ wins. What is it that you think has enabled you to play well everywhere and your game to travel?
Playing all over the world taught me to adapt to different conditions, made me a global player. And I think that's very important for a young golfer to learn. It could be in Asia where it's hot and humid, where in Europe it's cold, windy, rainy. In America, it's a different ball game. So if you can play everywhere, I think you become a global player, and becoming a global player makes you a better player, and you adjust and you adapt to conditions better. And that's when you start winning.
You've been a trailblazer for Indian golf, Asian golf as well in many ways. Do you see yourself in that light?
As a player, you're just trying to do your job, and you're basically going out there and trying to achieve your goals you've set for yourself. And that's what I was trying to do, and I've got all these achievements, and I'm thankful that I was introduced to this game at a young age, and it's a fantastic game, and I think I had this opportunity of traveling the world, achieving what I wanted to, and make a living out of what I love doing. I think I'm a very fortunate human being.
It's an honour for us to have you as the host, the first time we're here with the Legends Tour in India. Thank you for your time and good luck this week.
Thank you, it's good talking to you, and welcome to India.
Thank you, Jeev.
Thank you.
The always eloquent Jeev Milkha Singh, who with 8 holes to play still retains hope of launching this new event with a home champion. Clark Dennis was in second place until the second round of 75 threw him off course, but after starting the final day with a bogey, the American hit back with a couple of birdies to get under par for the round, then made another here at the 12th. Now with a par at the 11th, Singh stayed at 6 under, but he really needed to take advantage of the par 5 12th, and after coming up short and sandy with his second shot, par was again all he could do. Also in the final group, Joakim Haeggman was off target with his bid for birdie on 12, but it's another hole ticked off for the clear leader.
Yeah, and pars are your friend, my God. Honestly, they really are. Let everybody push for it and make the mistakes. Par your way in. You'll be champ, I reckon.
So maybe now Andrew Marshall is the biggest threat. 7 under for the day and the tournament after yet another birdie at the long 15th. If Marshall can find a couple more, Haeggman won't be able to afford many mistakes coming in. And here is Andrew Marshall, John, on 16.
Yeah, the 16th, par 4. He's in with just a wedge in his hand here, trying to pepper this flag. Pins front right, really tucked by the bunker. And that should just feed off of there. Come on, you gonna come back a little bit? Yeah. Got to talk to him, Mike. Well, here we go. The par 4, the 13th, 420 yards. Snaky water up the right. How much do you want to bite off? Easily balloon it way far left. Go through the fairway if you're not careful. But it's 240 yards just to carry that water on the right-hand side. Just be wary to go through and leave yourself an awkward angle. As we see Jeev Milkha Singh. He's found the rough down the left. Here we go. This ain't easy.
There was talk about players in the final group looking to be there in the leader's face, putting pressure on him, but the two Indians have just not been able to do it so far at all today. This might help though.
Oh, coming out of the rough, played for the release, got it, and that's left him an uphill putt. He's going to fancy that one. Very well played, got beautiful control out of that. Now, can't see the ball of Joakim Haeggman. Can't be nice, ball slightly below his stance. Oh, we can see it from here. It's going to come out low though. He's got to play for the front of the green, let it release. Has he got the carry? No, just pitched it just a little bit shy and it's come up short there.
You can see the players going around in buggies. That isn't normally allowed on the Legends Tour, but an exception is being made, understandably, because of the intense heat. Big moment this for Marshall. We talk about putting pressure on Haeggman. He's the one been doing it over the last number of holes, but big chance slipping by there.
Yeah, just shoved it a little bit. You can see he was just trying to release the putter. Didn't get it, but that's a knock-in par. No problem.
Clark Dennis well out of contention in terms of the title, but of course he's had a win already this season, and as a result he's well up the MCB road to Mauritius, looking to enhance that now with a decent finish, but this is not good, John.
Oh my goodness, hanging on for dear life, right on the edge of glory there from the water. That wasn't his PB, was it? Personal best.
We've talked about how the other players in the final group haven't put pressure on Haeggman, but we've also got to pay tribute to what a good front runner he's been. Had that lovely burst of 3 birdies in a short run early on today, and he's just held on to it from there. Charged that one by a bit though.
Holy moly, hold your horses, ball. Yeah, that got away from him. A little bit of adrenaline. You can see how shiny it is though.
Speaking of things that got away from players, Dennis really got a bit frisky with the chip, and it's ended up costing him a shot.
Yeah, back into the grain off his left. I mean, it went sideways right by the holes. It slows down, and that's the trick of this Kikuyu grass. Not easy.
Back to Randhawa. Fine player. Been in the top 100 of the world rankings in the past.
It's so high here, my goodness. I want to get under that fountain. It's cooling me down. As we see Randhawa, can he hold it? Oh, not the B. Misses on the right-hand side.
You only get to jump in the fountain when you win, John. Only a couple of years till you're old enough to be out here, so maybe it'll happen then. Thomas Gögler of Germany, coming towards the end of his day.
Yeah, hands it forward, old school shot, getting it on the deck. Nice bump and run, and plays it absolutely beautiful. You can't teach that. Youngsters of today don't know that shot. Honestly, watch that and rewind and copy it.
Talking earlier about Singh and his biggest win being in the Volvo Masters, but as he alluded to earlier, he regards his win on the links of Castle Stewart and the Scottish Open as his biggest achievement, and he was talking about wanting to win on different sorts of courses in different places. He certainly added to his CV in that regard with that fine win in Scotland, but still not happening for him today.
Well, the pace of that putt, I just wondered if that clipped a little bit of the flag there, Mike. I really do. And I think that's why he stalled himself getting to the putt. A little bit bemused how that didn't drop.
Now Andrew Marshall missed a big chance for birdie on 16. If he's to have any hope at all, you really feel he needs to save his par now at the penultimate hole. And the dream lives. What a performance this has been from a player who has really fitted in so well since coming onto this circuit just over a year ago. And a kiss for the putter, you don't see that very often.
You've got to do it when it's going your way. Come on, Thomas, knock it in. That was a beautiful chip. Sum it all up for us. Yeah, get in there. Not easy conditions. It's a battle out there. Get under the umbrella, get yourself under a tree. Like you say, they've got all buggies. We've seen Joakim's buggy there. Now up the hill. Oh, he learnt from Milkha Singh, knocks it in.
And that's just the sort of thing which has made this such an impressive display of front running from Haeggman. 8 pars in a row now. 5 more and victory would almost certainly be his. Andrew Marshall still battling though to give him something to think about, and he's got 1 hole left to do it. The finish of the HSBC India Legends Championship, hosted by Jeev Milkha Singh, is next. It's the final round at Jaypee Greens, where Joakim Haeggman has established and so far maintained a resounding lead. Jyoti Randhawa has never really looked like making up his 5-shot overnight deficit, but he'll take at least one memorable moment away from this final round, having chipped in on 16, remarkably his first birdie of the day. Greg Hutchin picked up a couple of shots early on, gave them both back by the turn, but is enjoying a decent back nine, and even more so after making birdie on the penultimate hole to go 3 under. A similar sort of day for Carl Sunesson, 4 birdies in a front nine of 33, then a mid-round wobble before recovering well. This at the last was for a 68, not quite, but in the house at 3 under, the Spaniard is poised for a top 5 placing.
Yeah, and rocking the glasses, they were steaming up today with all this heaty weather, I can tell you, and he's happy to knock that one in. Climb up that little bit of leaderboard. Thank you very much.
Thomas Gurgler was another player who found some early momentum today. Nice way to finish as well, creating an ultimately successful birdie chance, which saw him in 1 better than Sunesson at 4 under. So many chances for Jeev Milkha Singh today, one after another they've passed him by, so no wonder he celebrated birdie in this fashion at 15, just his 2nd of the day.
Yeah, giving the fans the love. I love to see that.
Haeggman had 3-putted the 14th for bogey, so Andrew Marshall was given a little hope that his final round charge might just give him a chance. Left and in the trees on 18, he played back out to the fairway before a 3rd shot, which gave more than a little hope of salvaging par. A bogey-free best of the day, 65 for Marshall, 7 under the target, so for Haeggman at 9 under, not much room for any more late slip-ups. And then he made one. Trying to get home in 2 at the long 15th, Haeggman hooked a 4-iron into the water. From there, he made 6 for back-to-back bogeys at a crucial time. Haeggman's still in good shape, but all of a sudden there's a bit of doubt about the outcome, particularly so with Singh still having 2 holes left to apply further pressure.
And here we see a lovely look at the penultimate hole, the 17th, 216 yards, and today with the pin on the left, there's no green to work with. There's bail out to the right hand side. That's all the players will be doing for, so it's all 5 irons, 4 irons. Try and get a nice high draw. Now, Joakim, what have you got in store for us?
Did follow those back-to-back bogeys with a par at 16, which he really needed.
Oh, he's staring this one down, Mike. Oh, just a wee bit short. He was bang on line. Not a problem though. He's got acres of space. He's got a couple of shots in his pocket, that's for sure. Now the Scotsman, Greg Hutchin, for birdie. This is a slick putt straight down the hill. How's your touch? Slicking down there. Go, go. Look at that. Just doesn't stop. That looked like that was going to stop 6 feet short. and made it pin high. Brilliant putt there from Greg.
Well, he's loving his time among the over 50s, isn't he? He's had so many good finishes since he came out on the Legends Tour. And a back nine of 34, it's a 70. He also started with one of those. Fell back a little bit in between, but another good week for the Scot. As we go back a hole to Jeev Milkha Singh. Can he still make something happen here?
Come on, Jeev, show us how it's done. Left below right, putting it from on the upslope, off the green, not easy. How's your touch? How's your touch? Oh, it wasn't good that time. Bit of work to be done to save par.
The final green, and Simon Griffiths continuing the good vibes from Zambia.
Look where he's aiming this though. Right, outside the right. Look at it. Keep coming. Come on, grab the edge. Oh, denied. Put your hands on your hips.
Would have been such a sweet way to finish. Would have seen him break 70 for the only time this week. But he finishes at 3 under par. And another good check coming his way.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. That last putt. But the smiles are out. It's all done. You can go and have a nice cold shower now.
Well, we didn't see this coming, did we? Haeggman was looking so solid. Very comfortable at the top of the leaderboard, but he's making hard work of it over these closing holes. This looks good, though.
Yeah, nice and aggressive through the hitting zone there with his chip, and that's what you got to do through the Kikuyu. That was very nice and positive from Joakim.
Yeah, they came out here today hoping to see a home win. At least Singh has made a bit of a charge at it. Randhawa just hasn't been able to compete. Did have his chip in for birdie on 16, but missed the green right here at the short 17th. Didn't play a great chip. Almost managed to save par, but immediately gives back the shot he earned at the previous hole.
Yeah, and tuck that one in. Falls back to 2 under par in a big pack of players. And now we head over to the 18th. Second shot for Lundberg. Ball below his stance. How's it going to come out of this Kikuyu? Oh, he likes it. He's staring it right down. Water on the right. You haven't blocked it, have you? No, he has not. Zooming in, scuttling on past, and that's going to be a little bit of a right to left putt coming his way for birdie.
Now somehow Jeev Milkha Singh still has a chance to win this tournament, but if he's to keep that hope alive, this really needs to go in.
Oh, and he has. They're falling now for him. Is it a little too late? We'll have to wait and see. Always amazing he's kept the flag staying in there. Always find you just hit it that fraction bit hard, it can rattle out. But working for him. Wipe that sweat off your brow, mate.
So Joakim Haeggman, who was in such a strong position, needs this little tester to go to the last. Still 2 ahead.
Oh, he's been a robot, hasn't he? He really has. Showing all his experience. He's massively in form.
Clark Dennis put his second shot in the water. So he's taken a drop, playing his 4th now. Dropped one on 17, and he's going to drop just the one more, it seems, at the last. So Clark Dennis will finish at 2 under. Got to mention the final round 66 from Emmanuel Canonica. He finishes on 3 under as we get more from Kit.
Jotty, a tough closer, but how do you play it?
Yeah, it's you got water on the right, you got rough on the left. It's pretty demanding tee shot. You know, you can't leak it left or right. You got to be pretty good with the tee shot. Ideally, I think it's a kind of a fade from on top of the bunker. You know, if you get that drive right, then it becomes fairly easy.
So Jeev Milkha Singh has got to make birdie and hope for help from Haeggman.
Well, he's a good one here. Jeev Milkha Singh, come on. Oh no, body lingo. This is headed towards the water. Is it going in there? Oh, we're hearing it. It's gone in. Yeah, he's waiting for confirmation, but it is swimming, Jeev. Well, door's massively open for Joakim. Out with driver now. I mean, if I was him, I would just get an iron out, plod it up the left-hand side from start to finish, get over the line, shake your hand. Thank you very much. But out with driver. Here we go. Oh, and he's taking it on the corner, Mike. He's brave, isn't he?
Well, you talked about the body language from Singh. It was the complete opposite there from Haeggman, straight down to pick up the tee. I think he knows that's the moment. He's really put the outcome very firmly back in his own hands.
Well, up at the final green, look at Lundberg to make his birdie here at the last hole, and this has got plenty of break off the right. Look where he's starting this one. Come on, come back, all is forgiven. Oh, not to be. But it's been a good week. It's been a very hot week. And yeah, finishing 2 under, and that's a lot of people on that score in there, Mike.
Adilson de Silva has had so many good weeks on the Legends Tour over the last couple of years. Still had a bit of a chance going into today, but it was a final round that never really got started for him. 73 for the second day in a row after all the encouragement of that opening 68. So we confirmed that Jeev Milkha Singh drove it into the water. He took a drop and then has hit it into a bush. So this is turning into a very sad ending for him. We'll get back to that. Haeggman now is in that classic situation of just needing one more good swing and it's all his.
Oh yeah, beautiful rhythm. Just got to keep it. Can play left of the flag. That's exactly what he's done. He's got him slick putt down the hill, but he's got plenty to work for. A nice bit of fist bump. He knows. He knows.
He will have 3 putts from there to be the champion.
Up and over. Here we go. Coming in high, trying to land it soft. Oh, and doing a beautiful shot there from Randhawa. Making the crowd go absolutely crazy. They love that. Give us a wave, mate.
Nice walk to the final green for Randhawa. Total opposite though for Jeev Milkha Singh. He has made it onto the home green, but this, John, is for a double bogey, and after all that work to battle to stay in it, so frustrating for him.
Yeah, well, we've seen this putt earlier from Greg Hutchins down the hill. We know how slick this putt is. Anything within a couple of feet would be happy, but this one's racing. Whew. Just seen Patrick Sjöland at the back of the green waiting on his teammate from Sweden, Joakim Haeggman. Going to probably cover him in champagne, is he? I don't know.
Well, you normally wait for the champion to hole out last when the result is more or less determined, but Haeggman, as I said, with 3 from here and not trying anything too extravagant. And why would you?
Yeah, when you got 3, you take it. Now, after that beautiful second shot in, come on, give your locals what they want. I want to see a birdie here at the last. This is slick. Oh, not to be. The putters eluded him all day.
Yeah, sort of faded as the week went on. Very encouraging start with that 68, but then a 72 to follow. Was still in the mix, but never looked like making it happen today. And that is a closing 74 for Jyoti Randhawa. Still going to be at least a couple better than his compatriot in the same group. Jeev Milkha Singh has got a putt to finish with a triple bogey 7, having stood on the tee, still with dreams of winning.
Yeah, this is not the way you want to finish. Now, come on, knock it in. It's for a triple up the hill. Yes! Gets it done. That's a big fall off, though, from standing on that last tee thinking I'm in with a shout here.
So after the bit of unexpected late tension, after his back-to-back bogeys, Haeggman can now enjoy this a bit with 2 putts for the title. But he's certainly given it due attention.
Yeah, left himself a bit more than he would have liked here, Mike. That's for sure. A little break off the left.
And in the end, it's a 2-stroke victory. Joakim Haeggman is the inaugural champion of the HSBC India Legends Championship, hosted by Jeev Milkha Singh. And after another Ryder Cup player of the 1990s, Jarmo Sandelin, won in Switzerland in mid-July, Haeggman is the second Swede to triumph on the Legends Tour in 2024. Twice a runner-up on the regular tour, Andrew Marshall is a second-place finisher for the first time on the Legends Tour. Third place for Thomas Gögele matches his highest-ever Legends Tour placing, tied with Jeev Milkha Singh. Haeggman, the first-ever winner of the newest event on the Legends Tour, the presentation made by Nikhil Singhal of HSBC India after a win which was by no means unexpected after his form in recent months.
Well, it means a lot, obviously. You know, you come here every week, you try to win, and for me to get one more tournament under the belt, you know, I've had a really good, solid season, but then that peak result has been missing me, you know. So after, you know, 3 top 20s more or less in the majors this year, this was really nice to get done and feel like I can relax a bit more coming into the finish of the season now.
Haeggman moves into the top 5 on the MCB road to Mauritius. Andrew Marshall goes top 10 after his fast finish. Australian Richard Green remains out in front.
What a week, what a finale, and what a winner here at the inaugural HSBC India Legends Championship, hosted by Jeev Milkha Singh. Congratulations, Joakim Haeggman, and we'll see you again next time.